Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things I think you should know about this upcoming new moon on September 9th, 2018. I am personally very excited for this new moon because I can already sense where, a week or so out, and I can sense where the trend and the energy is heading. In essence, we're sort of getting ready to blast off, to lift off, to finally be going towards bigger and better and more exciting and more rewarding and more fulfilling things in our life. But right now we are getting ready to blast off. I imagine it like if you were going to go up in a hot air balloon, and there's probably a lot of different things you got to check before you go. It might not be a fun process. It might be kind of tedious. You probably have this long checklist of all these different things you have to do. Then you got to cut all these cords. You know, you slice the rope, but there's still other ropes connected, so you're not quite free enough to really lift off. But eventually, even though it can seem like you're cutting ropes and not going anywhere, it just takes that threshold, that one more rope where you finally cut it. The little thread pop away, and you're lifting off. And you're lifting off, and your perspective is changing drastically. You're seeing things differently. You're excited. The air is thinner. Everything is lighter, and you're higher, and you're raising, and you're going, and it's exciting, and all that work is finally paying off. And it took one moment to make that final transition from being stuck on the ground, getting ready, to actually blasting off. I feel that the new moon is going to be like the blast off, and right now we're getting ready to blast off, but we're getting so close we can feel, wow, every rope we cut, we're getting closer and closer and closer. And though we're doing some things around this basket that we're going to be sitting in for this lift off, we can kind of see where it's going. It's a very hopeful situation, and there's not too much more work to be done before we do, indeed, start raising up to our dreams, to the things we've been wanting to do for some time, and now it's going to be time to go do them and then reap the joy and the rewards and the excitement and the adventure of doing what just tickles our fancy and warms our heart. As I always do, I'm going to break this now down for you into 5 more digestible themes that'll breathe life and bring clarity to the essence of what I'm trying to say. We'll get a little bit deeper into what do I mean by getting ready to lift off. That's probably where a lot of you are at right now, and where this message will be very helpful. Before I get into the message, let me just say, if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. Every new subscriber, it's always exciting because that's one more person who I know is on this path of self-development. And as a reward, as a gift, I have a free meditation that I made myself. It's always at the top of the description of all my videos. You can check it out and see what you think. And now I'll go ahead and get into the video. Number 1, I wrote down cutting it close. Here's usually the reality of what goes down prior to a blast off. It's a lot of letting go. It's a lot of releasing of dead weight. And we can understand the logic. You gotta let go to let in. We all kind of have come to terms with that. But when we're getting ready to blast off in a real significant and life-changing way, it can feel like we're cutting it close. Like we're doing an awful lot of letting go with nothing really to rest confidently on, to know that we're going to be blasting off soon. It's just let go, let go, let go. And you let go of something, maybe it takes you some time to come to terms with it, and you finally do, and you're like, oh good, that feels better. And then something else pops up into your awareness that needs to be let go of, and it's like, okay. I let go of the last one, I felt better. I'm going to let go of this too, and let it go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Well, okay, well, when am I going to blast off? It's getting a little bit close. Maybe financially, you're down to your last dime, and you feel something's going to shift, and you're building towards something, but you don't know what it is. You don't know when it's going to come. You just get the message, let go some more, lighten your load some more, declutter some more. And it can be very, very nerve-wracking. But that's the nature of the awakening process. That's how you get from A to B very, very quickly. You don't cling to the safety net as you go. You trust your intuition and know it can take you right to the edge of the cliff, but never over. And this fine line you're now walking will allow you to quickly get to that point where you are in fact blasting off, looking down at the ground before you and thinking, oh my goodness, that was a close call. I'm gonna remember this for next time because it's been proven to me that I can trust. It's probably already been proven to you that you can trust. How many times has this happened to you? Have you ever cut it close, then in the last minute, the universe always shows you that it's got your back? This will be the exact same thing. So just keep following the energy, let go of what is trying to get away, and know you will blast off before anything really unpleasant happens. Number 2, I wrote down, pushed into your purpose sooner than you expected. It's exciting to think about, one day I'm going to do this. Oh, this idea resonates. I'm going to write a book one day. I'm going to be a speaker one day. I'm going to do a bodybuilding competition one day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to move across the country one day. But because things happen fast, very fast, meaning your true desires will start to immediately attract everything you need to manifest them way faster than ever before. And sometimes it's like, wow, I know I said I wanted to do this, but this is happening so fast. This is a bit uncomfortable, a bit unnerving. I don't feel ready. I don't see how this is gonna work. This is a good example of this is someone in my online coaching group was talking about how she really is getting the nudge to write a book. She wants to write a book. It's very exciting to her, but she's like, I'm getting this intuitive message that it's got to happen now, like write the book now, she's being told. But she says, I don't have really any practice writing. I don't have any writing skills. I don't even have a topic in mind. I haven't had any really incredible obstacles I've overcome to write about. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. But it's like life is saying, write the book now. And it's like, when it comes to your purpose, I'll give you a little tip. You don't have to rely and limit yourself to the accumulated experience you've had in this incarnation. Pretty much everyone watching this is a light worker, meaning you're going to be a channeler. You're going to channel energy that you've accumulated over many lifetimes, that you prepared for this one, where it's time to finally let it all out. And when you're guided to do something like write a book, just start. Because you'll find whether you're writing a book or pursuing this or that or A or B, the mind says we're not ready. If you just take a little bit of action, you'll find that book will write itself. The information, the energy, the inspiration will just explode out of you and you won't know where the heck it came from. But it's just there when you need it. But you are the missing link. You need to put the pen to paper to complete that circuit. So don't allow yourself to doubt yourself too much because, of course, limited to Victor, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, but I sort of just channel these messages just like any great artist or creator, which all of you are probably aspiring to be in your own way, in your own life. Your life is a creation. If you're getting guided to do something and you don't feel ready, know that you won't be the one doing it. It'll be your higher self, your spirit. The mastery that you've cultivated over thousands of lifetimes is going to come through you into something very exciting and brilliant, but it will start with you putting the pen to paper. Number 3, I wrote down, this might have you wondering what the heck I'm talking about, but I'll explain. I wrote down phony synchronicity. When you're getting ready to take a big quantum leap, do your purpose, lift off, the ego will pull out all the tricks. What I mean by that is sometimes your synchronicity is validation, saying yes. Maybe I talking about writing that book and you saw 11:11 or something said yes, That's oftentimes, primarily, how your synchronicity will work. But a lot of time when you're getting ready to take a real big leap in your life, you'll get phony synchronicity that produces the opposite effect. Rather than confirmation and comfort and confidence, you feel trepidation, fear, weariness, hesitation, worry. Oh crap, what is this? What's going to happen? It's important that you question even your own signs, which sometimes do come from the ego, as it's just saying, I'm nervous about this and you're stretching me kind of far right now, and I'd rather remain in this zone of safety than go towards that. Even though it sounds exciting, I don't feel 100% ready, so I'm going to throw out these signs to sort of reflect the inner child's fears. I'll give an example. It doesn't have to be like 11:11 or something. It could be like I had a dream the other night. I dreamt about this person I know from Rhythmia in Costa Rica. For some reason, they're in my dream, and they had this like board out, and they were showing me this mole and explaining like what it represented. But to me, the dream represented like a sign that I might have cancer or something. This is a scare for me. A little while ago, about 6 months, I had a mole that I had to get checked out and stuff. But I woke up like for a moment wondering, why did I have that dream? Was that like a message to go get checked? But then I started having these other sort of negative synchronicities in my life, like death, you're going to die, future. I'd see like the word death, and then I look over and see the word future on some other sign or something. And it's like, oh no, is my higher self warning me that I'm going to die soon? No, it never motivates with fear, only inspiration. My point is, I've learned to not take those, even though sometimes scary, phony synchronicities, all that seriously, and no, it's actually indicative that I'm about to take a very big quantum leap in my life, and there's just a small part of me that's a little bit hesitant and nervous, which is to be expected at the speed you're going through life. So know two things. You can question your synchronicity, and if it's scary, it's almost always an illusion, and your higher self will never inspire you through fear. It'll never warn you about anything. It'll inspire you and uplift you to take an alternative direction if it's more ideal for you. Number 4, I wrote down, intuition is key. You'll notice your intuition is keener, sharper, more obvious, easier to interpret. And that's a good thing, because you're going quickly into a new life, basically. And the transition in the peripheral can sometimes soak up too much of your energy, and we can get thrown off on these unnecessary detours and tangents catalyzed by our own fear. My point is, you can go very quickly to where you want to go, but the transition might seem a little incoherent, fast-paced, and messy. And it can be a little unnerving. But you'll notice, parallel to that, holy crap, I'm out of money. Oh my goodness, where am I going to live? Oh geez, this is not looking good. If this continues in this pattern, I'm really screwed. Stay focused on the obvious intuition saying, you're fine, just go this way, follow the flow of the energy of your life. Ignore the noise of the peripheral, and you can have a very joyful, smooth transition it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. I've come to see the chaotic breakdown of old structures in my life as a cause for celebration. It wasn't always that way, though. I used to really get lost in the rapidly fluctuating and transitioning content of my life, thrown off from my intuition, producing a ridiculous amount of worry, stress, and sleepless nights and anguish, allowing me to miss the beauty always in my life at all times. I've learned now I can trust the flow. I can trust the intuition. Sometimes things seem a little bit like they're cutting it close, but it's never too close. And you'll find that as you just keep following the flow of your intuition, it's like you're just running through this dense forest. You don't know where you're going, and all of a sudden there's like this ray of light, and it's getting brighter. Your intuition getting louder, more obvious. You just follow it. And there's that last branch you peel away, and oh my God, it's paradise. You explode out of the dark forest, and you're sitting in paradise, and there was that little inner voice telling you where to go the whole time. And though it might have been dark in the forest, scary creatures might have reared their heads in your life and in the forest, you had the guidance all along. So follow it. Number 5, even at the time of this video, you might already notice the new, where you really want to go and be and all that good stuff, is already starting to spill in parallel to you doing the last remaining tasks necessary for blast off. The new doesn't always come in, here's your new house, here's your new job, here's your new soulmate. It comes in the form of ideas that light you up, that you think, wow, that's a good one. I'm writing that one down. That's a $1 million idea right there. You might start getting these really good seeds that if you plant and nurture even a little bit and continue clearing away the weeds in your garden, those seeds are like frickin' Jack and the Beanstalk. They can sprout and grow very, very quickly. This is a very common cycle. It's a large cycle. It's a large expression of it. But the whole awakening is nothing more than a series of becoming aware of your life and doing some rearranging. Initially, letting go of a lot that you suddenly can see is no longer relevant and resonant with your growing vibration. And though that can seem like a lengthy pattern, not really leading anywhere, it just takes that one last little cord to cut, that last stone to remove, and all of a sudden the new starts to seep in, first in the form of ideas, then in the form of circumstances, then in the form of physical manifestations that come in ways you can't possibly fathom or predict or carefully plan for. They are just there due to the energetic shifts you've made within yourself and within your life. All right, my friend, that's my piece for this energy update. I hope it served you. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you got something out of it. Hopefully some validation and confirmation that, yes, you can trust your intuition. Even though you already know that, hopefully this can help you be more committed to your intuition and follow the flow of the energy where it wants to go in your life. That the more you can do that, the faster and more joyful this whole transition can be. Okay? And the sooner you'll be blasting off. Have an amazing day, my friends. Thank you for all of your love and your support and your comments and your shares and your likes and the ones who subscribe and watch me every time, and the emails and the gifts. Some of you guys send me stuff. It's so cool. And I just want to say I wish I could take the time to thank all of you individually. I simply cannot. But I want you to know, all of you, that I do receive it, I do feel it, and I do appreciate it, and it really means a lot to me. So thank you again. Have an amazing day. Peace.